Yo.
You're listening to Redneck. Redneck.
the fucking flex. Taylor about 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 the fucking flex. Dark side, light this bitch up.
Cracking all you students, and welcome. So happy to have you here for the fourth and final round of qualifiers of my very own RedEyes $400 Dead in September tournament. This is, of course, Group D. We got 4 rounds of action, mayhem, and strategy to be getting in with you today. But before we do too much of that, for those of you who aren't quite acclimated as to who I am, I'm RedEyes, your ever-lovable and adorably cuddly caster, bringing you that daily dosage of butt-kickery, tomfoolery, and all-around shenaniganism. And we do have a stacked lobby for you today, boys and girls. We've got The Fierce, 4-Man Army, Rage GG, Newborn Sins. We got Simple Esports, Strangers BD, First, 19 E-Girls, Forsaken Gaming, Just for Fun. We got Misfire, Notorious, Supreme Esports, Underrated X, 4OB a Man, TRG Straight Execute, Daily Fan Club, Genocide Ladies, Hitman Gaming, and Team Supreme, so you know it's going to be popping. And we're going to be starting things off, as I said, with an Erangel match. What needs to be said about Erangel? Well, it's basically the off-bred love child of Sandhawk and Miramar because it's the perfect middle ground between those two extremes, which does leave it fairly reliant upon the flight path to determine what sort of early game we actually get. And here we can see we're left with a fairly, not centralized flight path, but close enough to the point where it's leaving a lot of drop spots open. And so it leaves the participants with quite a few options here. We see a couple teams getting an early drop. It's the Fears dropping down with Newborn Sins towards the Primorsk area, and that's going to be a confrontation pretty early on, I think. So I will tune into that and get Newborn Sins on the other miniature screen real quick. We see Luffy trying his best to get quickly looted. We've got some mid-jumpers here. We've got Misfire, looking like they're going to be taking the western coastal compounds. They're not too far off from members of 4-0 Be a Man. And 4-0 Be a Man looks like they're heading northbound just under members of Simple Esports. We got Fairy Pier belonging to members of Forsaken Gaming. Ooh. Yeah, we got something brewing here, and it's between Team Supreme and Underrated. I do want to see what member of Underrated that is. It's Smokey. Smokey and one of his teammates right here in the mix with Team Supreme. That is definitely going to be something shortly. Oh, forgot to do the little graphic. So for those of you who are just now tuning in, this is round 1. So Smokey, very lucky enough to find himself an M4 right off the bat. Not an easy gun to find in Erangel, especially within the first few seconds, so he's definitely lucky to have it. But he's got 2 members of Supreme pretty darn close, not to mention Pika and somebody else not too far across the field. By the way, guys, I'm hoping that all the sound is correct, but I have to keep switching stuff up. So by any means, if there are any issues, let me know in chat. All right. We also see 19 E-Girls not too far off for members of TRG Straight Execute over at the Milta Power area. Come on, mouse. There we go. Yeah, right here. Not too far off, but this is my main concern at the moment. Get eyes on Smokey here. All right, we got the Genocide Ladies up at Severny. Their closest threat is going to be members of First, who look like they're actually heading that way. We're going to go tune into it. It looks like Snowy's about to go off against them. Yep, and they are right in the midst of her. She is desperately trying to get a gun. Just now finding a Scar-L in the nick of time here. So it's Scarface, Amber, Bird, and Snowy. And it looks like 4-0 Be a Man is already going after Misfire. Let's get eyes on it. It looks like they just squad wiped Misfire, didn't they? Yeah. And Team Supreme, in a matter of moments, reduced to half their original group here. And Smokey is still up and about. I want to get eyes on his perspective. It looks like both teams have been reduced to half numbers here. That's a nice takedown on Smokey right there. All right. We're going to go back up to see what the Genocide Ladies are going to do about members of First. Members of First are going to just travel on by. Probably the right move on their end. It's still very, very early game. People are just trying to get loot before they, engage with everybody, and I don't blame them. We have an interesting zone here. If you'll take notice, a good chunk of it is actually occupied by water. About a little less than a third, maybe right around a third of the zone is occupied by water. So that's absolutely not ideal for the participants, but it is very ideal for us, the viewer, because it limits their potential places to go. Oh, we do have something breaking out. It's going to be between the members of Notorious Esports and Simple Esports up at the North George area. Oh, and we also see the Fierce is having some action go on right away. They have Thirst knocked. Yeah, they're squaring off against Newborn Sins. Newborn Sins is still on the small screen. We got Culprit here with an AK-47, just trying to find the right angle here. Splashy is about to be knocked. AK shots on the road and not getting a single connecting hit there, unfortunately for him. Hey, and that is his teammate Luffy going down. Alright, well they still have Splashy and Broken to worry about. I'm going to give it the screen time to Splashy and Broken, just for fun. They are a two-person up against a full squad of Fierce members. Now the Fierce will be occupying the small screen as Splashy is desperately trying for a late heal. What about his teammate Broken? Broken with an AK mini combo, waiting the push from the Fierce. And here we go. Double takedown. Broken's going off. Unfortunately for him, though, his teammate Splashy is knocked. They might end up trading revives here, but this would, in my opinion, be the time for Broken to attack. With two of the members knocked, he's not going to get a better opportunity than that. Hitman going after Rage W. That is, of course, Rage W. Alright, so he's able to get a revive on Splashy. Splashy is up and healed. Oh, Ryuke is in big trouble, I think. Shooting at all the wrong spots. Splashy kind of ruined that for the group there with some shots that didn't connect. This is unfortunate for Newborn Sins because they really can't escape from the Fierce. There's not going to be a way for them to get to zone and bow out of this fight unless the Fierce bows out. And that's not right. So now Newborn Sins is at about a time here as Splashy takes Culprit down. Nicely done. They are definitely hurting for time here as Splashy has nothing but 5 bandages. He's going to need to get some knocks and kills and get their meds awfully soon. And Splashy getting Culprit, as we saw. Broken just waiting for the right time to strike. Alright, I'm not going to stick around for too much longer. I'm going to go see about the other fights. Yeah, we got something brewing here. It's members of Strangers BD, and they are fighting against Hitman Gaming. I'll keep the fight between the Fierce and Newborn Sins on the small screen. Golden Boy scoping in. M16, putting the shots down, not getting really any connecting hits. Oh, it looks like someone from Hitman has hung back. It's Viper, and Viper's just wrecked right there and then by 4-man army. And here we go, 4-man army, speaking of which, is facing off right now against Underrated. We'll get Underrated on the screen, the small screen. We will not be able to get Underrated on the small screen. Underrated is dead. Alright. Alright, Supreme going after somebody. That's Malone with a UMP getting a knock. What team is Supreme? They are slot 15. Let's get eyes. Well, it looks like they're going to be driving away. Alright, just for fun, might run into the Genocide Ladies. And oh no, Snowy is not and quickly thirsted, leaving everything up to Scarface, Amber, and Bird. Amber's taking some serious bullets and is quickly knocked out of the vehicle, leaving Bird and Scarface remaining. Scarface trying his best to hurry to his teammates. Actually, he's going to drive on by. There's not really much he can do unless he wants to try to take on multiple members of the team all at once. Alright, we're going to get eyes for a moment on TRG Straight Execute. Ooh, Fury God looks like he's AFK with nothing. Sick to see that. Well, the remaining members are not far off from Notorious, but not as close as I had previously thought. Looks like Scarface and Bird from Genocide Ladies are going to make it out of there. Wow, a couple teams still need to work their way into zone, but most everyone is already there. Just for fun could be in a bit of trouble here, though. Let's get eyes on them. It's Abel, Real Deal, Zuko, and Clown. And they're finding themselves relatively close to 19 E-Girls, as well as what remains of Genocide Ladies. Gotta stop leaving the map up on the small screen, that's my bad. Yeah, so we see, just for fun, trying to get eyes on what remains of Genocide Ladies, which is ironically not, neither of them are remaining are ladies, but that's okay. It's just a team name. Hey, Bong Main, how you doing, buddy? Alright, well, we're not going to watch someone laying prone for very long. Kind of want to go back to the Genocide Ladies, or at least to first. We'll go to get eyes on first and small screen on the Genocide Ladies. So we see Merds here, and he's got himself a DP Scar L combo. Pretty well equipped at this stage. Just getting some last minute ammo out of that gun. Guys, can everybody hear me okay? Let me actually go check my sound levels. Bear with me. Alright, we're gonna get eyes for a moment on TRG Straight Execute. Very guy looks like he's AFK. Yeah, it sounds okay, I think. Alright, we're gonna get out of there potentially. Now it actually looks like we're left with a little bit of a spread here, and that really is to be expected on larger maps, guys. And larger maps are 3 out of the 4 that we're going to be working with tonight. But luckily for us, we do have eyes on Daily Standing Stuff, which seems to be right on top of members of TRG Straight Execute. And ooh, Psycho's taken down by Simba. He got some nades thrown. Nice finish by Simba. And he's going to try to stick a revive on Furious here, leaving it up to inactive to do Overwatch and cover fire. He's got eyes on Dark off in the distance, trying to get his hits on him, but not really connecting. Alright, well with two members of TRG knocked, there's going to be a push from members of Daily Fan Club. However, yep, this is Daily Fan Club, my bad. And they're going to run Dark over, maybe? Nope. Oh, inactive, taking quite some damage. Was it worth it? I don't know. Oh! We do have something brewing here. Oh, look at this. TRG Fury God still AFK. Poor fella. I'm betting he never got into the match. We got Merge, the last remaining member for Team First. And he is probably the closest threat to Genocide Ladies. The second closest threat is easily Notorious. Alright. Yep, we're going to get eyes for a brief moment onto 19 E-Girls. They're about to face off as we speak against Just for Fun. Just for Fun will get the small. On the small screen, we're seeing Real Deal holding down the grass like a sneaky little snake. We got Luxuria, Miso, Thuggy, and Jamie just biding their time. And look, Luxuria's being surrounded here. I love it. I love the spread out that Just for Fun takes. Nice knock. Luxuria's looking pretty low on health as well. She's going to need to heal, and fast. Luckily, her teammate Thuggy was able to take out Abel, who is their closest push. Clown coming up from the southern side, and Zuko from the hilltop. I love how Luxuria and Jamie were using the landscape to their advantage, but it's not enough. Luxuria is all that remains here. Luxuria and Thuggy. Thuggy's gonna try to do something from a distance, but not even close as Real Deal just wrecks him. Alright. The closest thing to an altercation is still Genocide Ladies on that last member of First. We'll give the screen time to First. Alright, the sound you're hearing is members of Genocide Ladies putting their shots down towards the Notorious boys, but it doesn't look like they're going to be successful with that. Notorious is going to fall away into the zone. We are going to switch back momentarily to, pardon me, Strangers BD. We see Mahedi here trying to get eyes on members of Daily Fan Club to push up closer. How you doing, buddy? Thank you, Bong Main. I appreciate you, bro. Brief moment. Scarface trying desperately to get away from members of Strangers BD. They have not a lot of... No one has a lot of room here. Switching briefly over to members of Fire Gods. Fire Gods are Forsaken Gaming, not Fire Gods. Two teams of the same tag. Forsaken Gaming has the high ground here on Simple Esports, potentially. Look at there, using Assassin desperately needing to heal up, but he is going to be able to do so, no problem. Notorious going after Just for Fun Clown and quickly bursting. Now Abel suffers the same fate. And here we go. Assassin driving right up to a member of OB Man. Botwiz taking a lot of shots. U-turn is knocked. Or pardon me, just turn, I guess. Assassin is able to take Botwiz down and out of the equation. I hear what just happened with the sound, guys. Please forgive me. It is going to happen several more times tonight, and the reason being is A, because I'm streaming from the Mac, and B, because I forgot to turn off OBS Link last night, so this application was running all night since yesterday's event, and that's not good. Well, for a moment, we'll go over to Supreme, who's dealing with lots of people, actually. They're dealing with daily fan clubs. They're being shot from behind by genocide ladies. They're dead center of zone, but it's not enough. Clapping Cheeks is taken down. Leaving everything up to Slime, as Balone is down too. Slime is a ways out. Just outside the zone. Hey, Wildcard Killer. Killer Kev. Thank you so much, brother, for tuning in. I appreciate you. That is Slime putting the shots down as best as possible. All the while, we hear Simple Esports putting some work down in the distance. Let's get eyes. Simple is down to just 9 a.m. Ronnie. And Scarface from Genocide Ladies getting a nice nade on Sizzle. And actually, we could have seen that from the small screen. Speaking of nades, we got Ronnie throwing some of his own, trying to get Payne taken out, but not finding a lot of success there. And as the last member of Simple, he has really got to get himself into zone. It's not going to be easy as members of Forsaken are just directly on top of him. And they're pushing. He's going to have to squad wipe. That's not going to happen. As Forsaken Gaming just bites in. Alright, we got 4 a.m. Desync putting shots. Not sure at who. Let's get eyes in the sky here. He's going to shroud himself in some smoke. And members of Daily Fan Club are going to do the same. Guys, we are down to just 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 teams here. 7 teams and only a few are in zone. So, Genocide Ladies now with 2 kills on the board, both of which are from Scarface. We see Bird pushing closely up to Daily Fan Club. Oh, wow. What we didn't see is Forsaken Gaming driving right over a 4-man army and not attacking. And look, Assassin is eliminated. Forsaken Gaming's scrim is down, and it looks like that's it for Forsaken Gaming. And that's Stranger's visual with a knock of his own, trying desperately to get some boosts in while he's got the smoke cover. And this just goes to show you cannot understress the importance of smokes, especially in cash scrims. It's a tournament like this just 100% necessary. Golden Boy is taken down. Mahedi's taken down, leaving everything up to Vigil here. And he is taking shots, brought down to about 2/3 health. Chillin'. Just got told I got scrims on Tuesday and Friday. That's a good thing, Sharky. Alright, switching over briefly. Looks like Genocide Ladies has been reduced to 1 member, just Scarface. So let's not rule him out. Scarface is the one who put up the kills so far. How you doing, culprit? Ah, that is a nade on inactive by Furious. Wow. That's a teammate hurting a teammate with a nade. Talk about oof in the chat. Diablo taking out Scarface. That's it for Genocide Ladies. And we are down to 3 teams, guys. Diablo and Desync are naded. Look at this. Vigil is the last remaining member. It's a 1v3 to end round 1. Down right there and then. Oh man, that rock is his savior right now. Unfortunately for him, he's 21 meters outside of zone with 14 seconds on the clock before he's got to move. He fixed this green screen, guys. $468. 37 seems better. Vigil clinging to these smokes for dear life, and he's got some nades thrown at him. Oh, Furious is one, taken down to about half health. However, Vigil is brought down to about 5% health here, and that is it for him. Unless he gets this first aid off in time, it's not going to happen. That means the win is going to absolutely go to the Daily Fan Club. They're going to secure first place with a whopping 9 kills. 7 of those kills came from Simba alone. Very nicely done to Daily Fan Club and nicely done to Simba. We got Strangers grabbing round second place with 7 kills. Desync, Diablo, and Mushroom, the 4-man army, are going to grab third place with 7 kills. However, I see that they don't have multiple members with the same tag, but we'll get up with them about that later. 7 kills. 5 of those kills came from Mushroom. Fourth place belongs to the Genocide Ladies with 3 kills from Scarface. Team Supreme going to secure 5th place with 7 kills. Forsaken Gaming in 6th with 8, 4 of which half of those kills came from Assassin. Team Supreme, I think I already said Team Supreme. Oh, we got Supreme Esports and Team Supreme. So this is actually Supreme Esports coming up right here in 7th place with 3 kills. That gets a little confusing. 8th place going to 4 Obia Man with 3 kills. 1 from Sizzle, 1 from Kush, 1 from Botwiz. The Simple Boys are in 9th place with 1 kill from Cholo. Just for Fun in 10th with, 7 kills. Pretty good. We've got Newborn Sins grabbing 11th, and they're going to secure that with 1 kill from Splashy. 12th place is going to go to Team First with 0 kills. Misfire in 13th with 0. Notorious in 14th with 5, 3 of which are from Heartless. The Fierce in 15th with 2 kills from Luffy. 16th is going to go to TRG Straight Execute with 0 kills. 19 E-Girls in 17th with 0. We got Rage in 18th with 3. Hitman in 19th with 1 kill from Spooky. And last place is going to go to members of Underrated. And they're going to secure 20th place, last place with 2 kills. Alrighty guys, y'all all know the drill. Stick around, we're going to be back in about 10 to 12 minutes with round 2 of our 4-round scrim night. These are my very own RedEyes Dead in September $400 tournament qualifiers for Group D. Sponsored by Wildcard Gaming, of course. Stick around guys, we'll be back soon. And as the last member of Simple, he has really got to get himself into zone. It's not going to be easy as members of Forsaken are just directly on top of him. They're pushing. He's going to have to squad wipe.
Dark side, light this bitch up.
That's not going to happen. Yeah. And Team Supreme, in a matter of moments, reduced to half the original group here. And Smokey is still up and about. I want to get eyes on his perspective. Looks like both teams have been reduced to half numbers. That's a Vigil is brought down to about 5% health here, and that's it for him. Unless he gets this first aid off in time, it's not gonna happen. Alright, just for fun, might run into the genocide ladies. And oh no, Snowy is not quickly thirsty, leading everything up to Scarface, Amber, and Bird. Amber's taking some serious bullets and is quickly knocked out of it. For a moment, we'll go over the screen. Dealing with lots of people, actually. They're dealing with Daily Fan Club. They're being shot from behind by genocide ladies. They're dead center of zone, but it's not enough. Clapping Cheeks is taken down. AK shots on the and not getting a single connecting hit there, unfortunately for him. Hey, and that's his teammate Lucky taken down. Golden Boy scoping in. M16 putting his shots down, not getting really any connecting hits. Oh, it looks like someone from Victim has hung back. It's Viper. And Viper's just right there and then by four-man army. And grass, like a sneaky little snake. We got Luxeria, Miso, Buggy, and Jamie. Just biding their time. And Luxeria's being surrounded here. I love it. I love this spread out that just one says 3 out of the 4 that we're going to be working with tonight. But luckily for us, we do have eyes on Daily Fan Club. We seem to be right on top of members of PRG Straight Execute. And ooh, Psycho's taken down by Simba. We got some nades thrown. Nice Zuko from the hilltop. I love how Luxeria and Jamie were using the landscape to their advantage, but it's not enough. Luxeria is all that remains here. Luxeria and Thuggy's gonna try to do something from a distance, but not even close as Real Deal just wrecks him. And for a late heal, what about his teammate Broken, an AK mini combo, waiting in the push from the Fierce. There we go. Alright, well with two members of PRG not, there's going to be a push from members of Daily Fan. However, yeah, this is Daily Fan, my bad. And they're going to run Dark over, maybe? Nope. Oh, inactive, taking quite some damage. Luxuria's looking pretty low on health as well. She's going to need to heal, and fast. Luckily, her teammate Buggy was able to take out Abel, who is their closest push. Clown coming up from the southern side, and Zuko from the hilltop. I love how Luxuria and Jamie were using the landscape to their advantage, but it's not enough of OB man. Bot is taking a lot of shots. U-turn, not. Pardon, just turn. Assassin is able to take Bot down and out of the equation. And as the last member of Civil, he has really got to get himself through this hump. It's not going to be easy as members of Forsaken just directly on top of him. They're pushing. He's going to have to squad wipe. Unless he gets this first aid off in time, it's not going to happen. Alright, just for fun, might run into the genocide ladies. And oh no, Snowy is not quickly thirsty, leading everything up to Scarface, Amber, and Bird. Amber's taking some serious bullets and is quickly knocked out of it. For a moment, we'll go over the screen. Dealing with lots of people, actually. Zuko from the hilltop. I love how Luxuria and Biddy were using the landscape to their advantage, but it's not enough. Luxuria is all that remains here. Luxuria and Thuggy. Thuggy gonna try to do something from a distance, but not even close. His real deal just wrecks him. And for a late heal, what about his teammate Broken with an AK mini combo, raiding the push from the Fierce.
I took you off the
And here we go. Alright, well, with two members of TRG not dead, there's gonna be a push from members of Daily Fame.
Taylor about the fucking
However,
flex.
yeah, this is Daily Fame, but my bad. And they're gonna run Dark Over, maybe? Nope. Oh, inactive, taking quite some damage. Luxuria's looking pretty low on health as well. She's gonna need to heal and fast. Luckily, her teammate Buggy was able to take out Abel with the closest push. Clown coming up from the southern side, and Zuko from the hilltop. I love how Luxuria and Biddy were using the landscape to their advantage, but it's not enough of OB man. Bot is taking a lot of shots. He turns not part of this time. Assassin is able to take Botwig down and out of the equation. And as the last member of Simple, he has really got to get himself in the zone. It's not going to be easy as members of the Sigma just directly on top of him. And they're pushing. He's going to have to squad wipe. Claimed and smokes for dear life. And he's got some nades thrown at him. Oh, Furious one, takes down to about half health. However, Vigil brought down to about 5% health here, and that's it for him. Unless he gets this first aid off in time, it's not gonna happen. Alright, just for fun, Mike run into the genocide ladies. And oh no, Snowy is not quick and thirsty, leading everything up to Scarface, Amber, and Bird. Amber's taking some serious bullets and is quickly knocked out of it. For a moment, we'll go over the screen. They're dealing with daily fanboys. They're being shot from behind by genocide ladies. They're dead center is on, but it's not enough. Clapping cheeks is taken down. 15 shots to the blade and not getting a single connecting hit there, unfortunately for him. Out of the 4 that we're going to be working with tonight. But luckily for us, we do have our eyes on Daily Fame stuff. We seem to be right on top of members of TRG straight execute. And ooh, Psycho's taken down by Simba. We got some nades thrown. Nice from Zuko from the hilltop. I love how Luxuria and Billy were using the landscape to their advantage, but it's not enough. Luxuria is all that remains here. Luxuria and Thuggy gonna try to do something from a distance, but not even close. His real deal just wrecks him. And for a late heal, what about his teammate Broken with an AK mini combo, raiding the push from the Fierce. Two members of TRG not going to be a push from members of Daily Fan. However, yeah, this is Daily Fan. My bad. And they're gonna run Dark over, maybe? Nope. Oh, inactive, taking quite some damage to the third. Luxurious is looking pretty low on health as well. She's gonna need to heal and fast. Luckily, her teammate Buggy was able to take out Abel, who was their closest push. Clown coming up from the southern side, and Zuko from the hilltop. I love how Luxurious and Daily were using the landscape to their advantage, but it's not enough of OP man. Bot is taking a lot of shots. U-turn is not. Pardon, just turn. Assassin is able to take Bot Wiz down and out of the equation. And as the last member of Simple, he has really got to get himself in the zone. It's not going to be easy as members of Forsaken are just directly on top of him. They're pushing. He's going to have to squad wipe. Vigil clinging to these smokes for dear life, and he's got some nades thrown at him. Oh, Furious is one, he's down to about half health. However, Vigil is brought down to about 5% health here, and that's it for him. Unless he gets his first aid off in time, it's not going to happen. Alright, just for fun, might run into the Genocide Ladies. And oh no, Snowy is not quickly thirsty, leaving everything up to Scarface, Amber, and Bird. Amber's taking some serious bullets and is quickly knocked out of it, and that's not good. For a moment, we'll go over to Supreme. They're dealing with lots of people, actually. They're dealing with Daily Fan Club. They're being shot from behind by Genocide Ladies. They're dead center of zone, but it's not enough. Clapping Cheeks is taken down. They're shots on the road and not getting a single connecting hit there. Alrighty guys, welcome back, and so happy to have you here for round 2 of my very own RedEyes $400 Dead in September tournament qualifiers. This is Group D. We're going to be kicking round 2 off as Miramar. What exactly needs to be said about Miramar? Well, it's the largest map that we have in the game, so right away you know that the odds of two teams landing next to each other is just going to be a little bit slimmer. But it's also the most open map that we have in the game, meaning that the odds of you being sniped from 300 meters away is just exponentially higher than it is on any other map. And the third and last thing I want to say about Miramar is that this map is so large that it finds itself entirely reliant upon the flight path to determine what sort of early game we actually end up getting. With that being said, let's see what we're working with. This is a pretty ideal flight path for the participants. It leaves them with nothing but options. And so that might be, as I said in round 1, a little less ideal for us, the viewer, just because it gives them so many options. But what I always say, guys, is a more passive early game always translates to a more action-packed and climactic mid or end game, so it's worth the trade, if you ask me. We got some early jumpers. That's Team Supreme. They're jumping southbound on the western coast. We got members of Daily Fan Club, the winners of round 1, looking like they're going to be heading north, potentially to the Pozo area. And it doesn't look like they're going to be alone. They've got members of Simple Esports right next to them. Further down south, we do see members of Hitman traveling southbound alongside 4-man army. We got members of Underrated heading northbound alongside the Strangers. Further off to the east, the Fierce is jumping northbound as well. I think I'm going to unplug and replug just to get the sound working good before we actually get into the action. If I can actually plug this back in. There we go. So, I'm going to get eyes on members of Hitman and four-man army. Why don't I hear any sound? That's unfortunate. Let me unplug and replug again. Alright, this should fix it. Actually, we're going to tune in to the Genocide Ladies. They're the closest to Team Supreme. And I guess we'll get Team Supreme on the small cam. Alright, looks like they're going to be getting out of there, if possible. And I think that's probably the right move. We got Newborn Sins pretty darn close to members of Just for Fun at the Minas Generalis area, but they do have a little bit of space. Some of them do. However, it looks like Splashy is just pretty close to him. Realistically, very close, but he is probably not in earshot of him, though. Alright, yep. The Genocide Ladies are kind of pinched here in between Supreme Esports and Hitman. We got Scarface with a Winchester here and a UMP, finding himself entirely reliant upon 45 mil right now. Oh, something happening here. Four-man army and Hitman. We'll get Hitman on the smaller screen. Mushroom is taking a little bit of damage here. And look who's approaching really quickly. It's Forsaken Gaming, or at least one member of Forsaken Gaming, that's Payne. And he's here. Enough talking about driving up there. He's here. Oh, he took a lot of damage there. Spooky is brought down to almost nothing. And Spooky gets him with both of them with no health? What just happened? I'm gonna title that. That is not gonna go well for them. Spooky's gonna be fine, but anyone else in that clip is not gonna be happy that I clipped that. But it did. Alright. That leaves us with a little bit of a spread, with exception to Simple and the Daily Fan Club up at Pozo area. But as you can see, they do have a little bit of space in between them. There's actually less space between the four-man army and the Genocide Ladies, but still, as I said, there's still some space. So, that leaves us with the waiting game for just a brief moment. Gonna get eyes on Supreme Esports, Pika in particular, just in case he's, yep, he does see Notorious, or Notorious saw him, as they take him right down. Need to get rid of this circle. All right. That's his teammate coming to help. Yep, it's Cyber coming to get the revive. Well, Genocide Ladies has already lost a member. It's down to Scarface, Bird, and Snowy. Scarface taking some damage here. Oh, being shot in the distance with very little cover to take here. Trying his best to meet up with Snowy. Get some cover here. He's going to use the terrain to his advantage. And that's really how you're going to get through Miramar, is understanding the terrain. Knowing where the good hills and divots are is absolutely crucial. Alright, we do have a fight. It is between the winners of round 1, the Daily Fan Club, and members of Underrated. They're just exchanging little single shots here. I'm not sure. Oh, yep, they got a knock on somebody else. It's Simba working on... Yeah, they're working on members of Underrated as we speak. With one member, Illusion, pulling right up to the party. I guess it's Illusion and his teammate pulling right up to the party. The whole squad's coming to join as they push on Underrated. Underrated really needs a good match this time. They were in last place with very few kills. That's Illusion being knocked and bursted. Inactive coming and getting quick retaliatory knocking thirst. Leaving it up to Coops and Freak. Oh, and Smokey, pardon me. And we'll get the Daily Fan Club on the small screen. Hey, that's Smokey getting a knock and a thirst on Simba. Is it going to be a push? I think it's already a wipe. Underrated comes out victorious with 4 kills. Very nicely done. They needed it. Alright, what's left of the Genocide ladies, it could be in trouble. We got Snowy right here on top of a member of Misfire, putting the shots down with an Uzi and a UMP. Her location is no secret here. And that nade's good. Oh, they undercooked the hell out of that nade. Really undercooked, otherwise it would have absolutely wrecked her. And Genocide is going to try to get out of there, maybe. I don't think it's going to be very likely. And Pickford taken down really quick, and that Snowy getting the thirst. That'll be the team's first kill for the round, and their 3rd kill overall. Snowy with some nades. Let's switch over to Scarface here. He's got to get healed up. What about Bird? Bird rocking himself a Scar. L is actually a ways away from his teammates, dealing with members of Team Supreme. That's not going to be any help to them. Let's give members of Team Supreme, I guess this is actually Supreme Esports. Pardon me, Supreme, or no, we'll give it to Misfire. So we actually have both sides of the same fight. And on the small screen, you can see Fish rocking himself that UMP. Lots of people have the UMP out these days. It is the new meta for close range combat. I hear what's happening with the sound, guys. I'll fix it in just a moment after the fight. If it becomes a persistent problem, which it probably will. And Snowy takes a shot to the side. Scarface really quick, able to capitalize with a knock on Blade. However, he is knocked. Snowy's going to go for a quick revive, if possible. Fish needs to work on Blade, his teammate, rather than pushing, but we'll see what he does. And I think they are going to trade revives here. And look, Storm comes up from the back, hitting Snowy and Scarface. That's going to be a quick elimination on the Genocide ladies, with exception to Bird, who is unfortunately a ways away from his team. And I am sure he is getting lectured by his teammates about that. Alright, we are going to switch our attention over to members of Underrated, who are down now to Smokey and Coops, reduced to a 2-person team, and they're not even right next to each other, are they? Yes, they are. But they are getting closer and closer to the 4-man army. Not sure what to tune into at this particular moment. Yes, I am. We'll get eyes on Just for Fun versus 4OB a Man. The small screen on Just for Fun video. And nice takedown by Mafia. Easy clap right there. Taking out Clown. Switching quickly over to the M762 barrel to try to get shots on. Oh, never mind. You got your teammate just for fun. You got bot whiz. Mafia going after the real deal here, actually. And that's a quick takedown on him. So, for OB a Man, still a 3-person team, actually, still a full squad there. Only one person got knocked, but he will be revived. Just for Fun, eliminated pretty quickly. Now look at this. We've got Team Supreme and Supreme Esports awfully close to each other outside of the Picado area. That could be interesting. And a little confusing, understandably. So, this is Team Supreme, which is Packy, Charles, Cyber, and Pika. And we see they are kind of split up into groups of 2. And Loki's driving through. Great knock by Pika. With a 6x M4. And Cyber with a quick thirst, giving Pika his first kill and the team their third. Oh boy. So, Supreme Esports alone could be in trouble as well. He is sandwiched. In the small screen, you can see 4OB a Man just trying desperately to get into zone. So Forsaken Gaming down to Assassin and Scrim. Assassin trying to get a thirst on Dogs, Notorious in the distance. And it looks like he's going to be successful. That is a nice thirst. All the while taking zone damage. He does have a decent number of meds, but he is being shot up something fierce right now, and he is knocked. Probably going to be revived by Scrim. Most likely. Unless Supreme Esports uses this opportunity. Oh, it's a takedown. Squad wipe. Oof. Nicely done by Supreme Esports. Back to 4OB a Man, which is down and reduced to Diablo and Predator. As you can see, Desync and Mushroom have been eliminated fairly early on in the game. What about Culprit from the Fierce? He seems pretty darn close to trouble. Yeah, the whole squad is dealing with 4OB a Man. But they're going to drive on by, potentially. Secure some compound cover while they have a chance. We're going to divert our attention to the Strangers. They're dealing with members of 19E Girls pretty close by. Get the small screen on 19E. Which is down to Miso, Thuggy, and Jamie, as Luxuria has been eliminated. We do see Vigil here with the squad wiper, the M249, just waiting for the right time. Mahedi is right up in the mix. He's warning his teammates about Hitman right in here. His teammates should be on their way, and yes, they are driving. Mahedi with the nade. That was a kind of a blindly thrown nade, if you ask me. And Valone nades himself. Newborn Sin's dealing with somebody getting knocked. Lucky getting splashy here, but I want to keep eyes on this. I don't know why Mehedi was trying to focus in on 19E girls when he's got Hitman one building over. But he was doing it. We got Pew Pew taking out the Fierce Thirst. Uh-oh. And that's Vigil with a takedown with the M249. He's going to have to heal up pretty quickly. And Mehedi, with eyes on Viper, almost hits him. Oh my gosh, no luck. Viper escapes it. And he's going to be able to heal up. He does so. Mehedi was so close. And Vigil getting X-Boy before going down himself. That leaves it up to Mehedi and Golden Boy here. Golden Boy seems to be the focus, but he seems to want to cook up a nade for fire. Viper might be curving around the side to try to get the first on Vigil. Golden Boy gonna try to revive his buddy. So apparently the big screen froze on you guys. I'm so sorry I didn't notice that. That's a rookie mistake on my end. Well, Vigil is revived, luckily for him. But now Volt X shooting at Brady all the while he's right next to the 19 Negroes. That's probably, well, for 19 Negroes to get eyes on them, they'd have to put themselves in a pretty vulnerable position. So he might be okay making those shots, but he's going to try his best to drive back to his teammates here as they deal with members of Rage Esports. We're going to get Rage the screen time here. Guys, we have 47 people from this tiny zone. Look at how sweaty this is. Let's check out Hitman for just a moment. Hitman still fire and spooky. It looks like they're going to be falling away. Fierce, Culprit, the last remaining member of the Fierce, he's dealing with a member of Newborn Sins right here on him. Newborn Sins is a three-piece. Culprit is just annihilated right there and then. Alright, back to Strangers as they deal with Rage. Actually, I said I'd give Rage the screen time. Strangers are on the small screen. Mehedi is down. Leave it up to Digital, Golden Boy, and Voltex, but Mehedi is alive. With Little Ling Ling down, moves up to Chapo, Rands, and W. W holding position here behind this little box, not much cover to have. All the while, he's dealing with himself at just above half health. He's got to get healed up. 19 Esports Jamie knocked by Dewey from first. And look who's showing up at the party. 4-man army is pulling up on the backside of the hill, and Vigil is taken down by Rage W. Quickly Thirsted. It's down to Golden Boy and Mehedi now. Golden Boy putting the shots down. He is down right there and then. That leaves Mehedi as the last remaining member as he gets a thirst on Rands. Another takedown little Ling Ling before he is downed himself by Chapo. Goodness, guys, we have 32 people for this tiny little zone. For Opium Man, he was pretty darn close to members of, or pardon me, Team Supreme. Pushed down right there and then. Meaning Mafia is the last remaining member for Opium Man. And there's no shot of him getting that revive. Not a chance. Brought down to well below half health as Pika approaches the inside. No shot there. Look at this. 19 Esports Miso is trying her best to get into zone, driving right by the remainders of Supreme Esports, or Team Supreme, pardon me. That is going to get really confusing. Now redirecting towards Hitman. Hitman having a little fight of her own, dealing with Supreme Esports Slime, and ooh, that is a finish on him. Look at that little Ling Ling down right there, and then being able to Chapo, and I was going to say W, but W is down as well. Chapo's the last hope here for Team Rage. Trying to get a teammate in the last millisecond, but not so fortunate. Alright, we're going to tune our attention into Simple Esports as they potentially deal with, oh well, actually a solo at this stage. Bird from Genesis Ladies. That would be a 1v4 if they find him. And they're driving right by him. Oh my goodness, I think he probably did the right thing in not bringing attention to himself, not shooting, because I don't see how that would have fared him. He's got to get in the zone somehow. Back to Simple Esports, though. They are dealing right now with members of TRG Straight Execute, the only other team who has zone so far. Ronnie converting his attention over to Hitman, way outside. Hitman is down to Spooky and Fire, it looks like, with a ways to go to get in the zone. Fire is going to make his first rotation here. Oh! All the while, Spooky was able to capitalize there. He didn't travel with the team. Spooky got Chapo. Ronnie's super lucky to be alive. We got Flakes down. Goodness gracious, guys, we are down to 3 teams. Hitman, TRG Straight Execute, and Simple Esports. A nice knock on Not Lucky by Ronnie. And I think Simple is going to use this opportunity to flank into the new zone. I think it's the perfect time to do it. You're not going to find a much better opportunity than that. Hitman Fire are going to try his best to get in the zone, but he is kind of stuck in between a rock and a hard place there. And that's probably not a good expression because there are no rocks really. Oh no, he's behind a rock. Stuck in between a rock and a hard place. Rock and dead zone. He's hiding behind a Dwayne Johnson. All right. That's Fury God taking the brunt of that damage, but he is going to be able to heal up. I don't think Hitman's going to be able to get into this new zone, and Fury God is taken down by Ronnie with the M4. That leaves it up to Not Lucky, Dank, and Psycho. And ooh, Ronnie's downed by Dark. Blake's able to take out Hitman Fire as he tried to work his way into zone. You kind of knew that was coming. guys. Shots down with his own M4. He's got an M4 mini combo. He's entirely reliant upon 5.5. And oh, he's lucky to be alive. He's got to heal up for sure. Meaning Lucky, Dark, and Fury God are giving the Overwatch and cover fire. Lucky's just trying to get in the zone. Ronnie going after Dark. Ronnie's really having quite a game. Maybe something's not lucky. And here comes Cholo pushing down through the smoke. Lucky's in trouble here. He's done. Oh, taking down right there, and then he tried to get in the zone. That is a match, ladies and gentlemen. Goodness gracious. Simple Esports securing the win with 7 kills between 3 players. Well done to Simple Esports. We got TRG Straight Execute grabbing 2nd place with 8 kills. 5 of those 8 came from Fury God alone. Hitman in 3rd place with 6 kills. 5 out of those 6 came from Spooky. Wow, that's a 2nd, 4th place for the Genocide Ladies. Once again, it came down to one member able to secure really good placement points as the Genocide Ladies grabbed 2nd place with 1 kill. Rage Esports in 5th with 6 kills. 19 E-Girls in 6th with 0. 7th is going to go to Notorious with 6 kills between Jay and Pew Pew. 8th place belongs to Team Supreme with 4 kills between Pika and Packy. We got the 4-man army in 9th with 1 kill from Diablo. Team Supreme in 10th place with 5 kills. First, ironically, in 11th with 1 kill from Dewey. 12th is going to go to 4OB a Man, and they're going to secure that with 6 kills. The Strangers in 13th with 3. Misfire in 14th with 4. The Newborn Sins in 15th with 1 kill from Light. 16th is going to go to the Fierce, and they're going to take that with 3 kills. 17th to Underrated. They needed probably better placement than that. Underrated with 4 kills in 17th place. We got Forsaken Gaming in 18th this go around with 1 kill from Assassin. Just for Fun in 19th with 0. And lastly, we've got 20th place going to the Daily Fan Club. Unfortunately, that's really unfortunate for them, but pretty cool to see because they were able to secure a win, I believe, in round 1. I believe it was them who won. And now 2nd place, putting them in last place. That's going to put them right around the middle of the board, I would think. Actually, maybe even a little bit lower than the middle of the board. So they're going to actually go from being the front runners to having quite a bit more work to do. Teams like Genocide Ladies, who were able to secure 4th place twice, might actually be in a significant lead over them. 20th goes to the Daily Fan Club with 1 kill. Alrighty, guys, stick around. We're going to be back in about 10 to 12 minutes with our 3rd round of our 4-round scrim night. These are my very own RedEyes $400 Dead in September tournament qualifiers for Group D. Be back soon. And as the last member of Simple, he is really leaders of Supreme Esports, or Team Supreme, pardon. That is good. Now redirecting towards Hitman. Hitman has to go fight around, dealing with Supreme Esports Slime, and ooh, that is a finish on him. Look at that little Ling down right there, and then have all the while he's dealing with himself just above half health. He's got to get healed up. 19 Esports Jamie knocked by Dewey from first, and look who's showing up with the party. 4-man army pulling up on the backside of the hill, and Vigil is taken down by Rage W. That's not good. For a moment, we'll go over to Supreme, who's dealing with lots of people, actually. They're dealing with Daily Fan Club. They're being shot from behind by Genocide Ladies. They're dead center of zone, but it's not enough. Platinum Cheeks is taking down. Members are underrated as we speak. With one member, Illusion, pulling right up to the party. I guess it's Illusion and his teammate pulling right up to the party. The whole squad's coming to join as they push on Underrated. Underrated really needs last for a late heal. What about his teammate Broken? Broken with an AK mini combo. Waiting the push from the Fierce.
Bun beats, make it bounce.
Here we go. So Forsaken Gaming down to Assassin and Scrim. Assassin trying to get a thirst on dogs, Notorious. And it looks like he's being successful. That is a nice thirst. Trying to get a thirst on dogs, Notorious. And it looks like he's being successful. That is a nice thirst. All the while taking zone damage. He does have a decent number of meds, but he is being shot up with something fierce right now, and he is not. He is the last remaining member for the man. And there's no shot of him getting that revive. Not a chance. He's down to well below half health. As Pike approaches the inside. Another shot there. Zone driving right by the remainders of Supreme Esports. Supreme, pardon me. That is going to be now redirecting towards Hitman. Hitman has a little fight of their own, dealing with Supreme Esports Slime, and ooh, that is a finish on him. And he's here. Enough talking about driving up there. He's here. Oh, he took a lot of damage there. Spooky is brought down to almost nothing. Spooky gets him with both of them with no health for a quick revive, if possible. Fish needs to work on Blade, his teammate, rather than pushing, but we'll see what he does. And I think they are going to trade revives here. And look, Storm comes up from the back, getting Smokey and Scarface. That's going to be a quick elimination on the Genocide with Zuko in the hilltop. I love how Luxurious and Diggins were using the landscape to their advantage, but it's not enough. Luxuria is all that remains here. Luxuria and Thuggy. Thuggy's gonna try to do something from a distance, but not even close, as Real Deal just wrecks him. Yeah. And Team Supreme, in a matter of moments, reduced to half their original group here, and Smokey is still up and about. I want to get eyes on his perspective. It looks like both teams have been reduced to half numbers here. That's a nice takedown on Smokey right there. Of OP man.
Dark side, light this bitch up.
Bot Wiz taking a lot of shots. U-turn, not. The person just turned. Assassin is able to take Bot Wiz down and out of the equation. Alright, well, with two members of TRG not, there's going to be a push from members of Daily Fan. However, yeah, this is Daily Fan, my bad. And they're going to run Dart over, maybe? Nope. Oh, inactive, taking quite some damage to the and here comes Cholo pushing down through the smoke. Done. Oh, taking down right there. He tried to get in the zone. That is a match, ladies and gentlemen. Goodness gracious. And as the last member of Simple, he has really got to get himself into zone. It's not going to be easy, as members of Forsaken are just directly on top of him. They're pushing. He's going to have to squad wipe. Alright, just for fun, might run into the Genocide ladies. And oh no, Snowy is not and quickly thirsty, leaving everything up to Scarface, Amber, and Bird. Amber's taking some serious bullets and is quickly knocked out and a little confusing, understandably. So, this is Team Supreme, which is Packy, Charles, Cyber, and Pika. They are kind of split up in groups of two, and looking to driving through. Great knock by Pika. Bonnie going after Dark. Bonnie's really having quite a game. Maybe something's not lucky. And here comes Cholo pushing down through the smoke. Lucky trouble here. Done. does have a decent number of meds, but he is being shot up something fierce right now, and he is knocked. Probably going to be revived by Scrim. Most likely. Unless Supreme Esports uses this opportunity. Oh, it's a takedown. Squad wipe. And Genocide is going to try to get out of there, man. I don't think it's going to be very likely. Pickford taken down really quick, and that snow is hitting Thirst. Goodness, guys, we have 32 people for this tiny little zone. 4 OPM Man is pretty darn close to members of, or pardon me, Team Supreme. Down right there, close right now. I hear what's happening with the sound, guys. I'll fix it in just a moment. If it becomes a persistent problem, which it probably will. Scarface really quick, able to capitalize with a knock on Blade. Taking out Clown. Switching quickly over to the M762 barrel to try to get shots on. Oh, never mind. You got your teammate just for fun. You got bot whiz. Mafia going after the real deal here, actually. That's a quick takedown on him. Visual clinging to these smokes for dear life. He's got some nades thrown at him. Oh, Furious is down to about half health. However, Vigil is brought down to about 5% health here, and that is it for him. Unless he gets this first aid off in time, it's not going to happen. Annihilated right there and then. That Spirit got taken the brunt of that damage, but he is going to be able to heal up. I don't think Hitman's going to be able to get his out. And Spirit God is taken down by Ron. And Vigil is taken down by Ray W. Quickly Thurston is down to Golden Boy and Mahedi now. Right there and then. That leaves Mahedi as the last remaining member as he gets the thirst on Rams. Another takedown on Little 3 out of the 4 that we're going to be working with tonight. But luckily for us, we do have eyes on Daily Fans, so we seem to be right on top of members of TRG Straight Execute. And ooh, Psycho's taken down by Simba. Got some nades thrown. Nice waiting game. Just a brief moment. Get eyes on Supreme Esports, Pika in particular, just in case he does see Notorious, or Notorious saw him, as they take him right down. Grass, like a sneaky little snake. We got Luxeria, Miso, Thuggy, and Jamie. Just biding their time, and look, Luxeria's being surrounded. I love it. I love this spread out that just fun. Is taken down by Ronnie with the M4. That leaves it up. It's not lucky. Dang, and Psycho. And ooh, Ronnie's down by Dark. Not having a single connecting hit there, unfortunately for him. Hey, and that is his teammate Lucky down. And look who's showing up at the party. Side of the hill. And Vigil is taken down by Rage W. Quickly Thirsty. He's down to Golden Boy and Mahedi now. Golden Boy, shot count. He is down right there. We'll get eyes on Just for Fun versus 4 OPM Man. The small screen on Just for Fun. Nice takedown by Mafia.
Dark side,
Got lucky by Ronnie. Golden Boy scoping in. M16, putting his shots down, not getting really good connecting hits. Oh, it looks like someone from Hitman has hung back. It's Viper. And Viper's just wrecked right there and then by four-man army. Rosaria's looking pretty low on health as well. She's going to need to heal and fast. Luckily, her teammate Buggy was able to take out Abel, who was their closest push. Clown coming up from the southern side, and Zuko from the hilltop. I love how Rosaria and Vinny were using the landscape to their advantage, but it's not enough. There's a Supreme Esport, Team Supreme, That's going to be really confusing. Now redirecting towards Hitman. Hitman has a little fight of their own, dealing with Supreme Esports Slime, and ooh, that is a finish on him. Look at that little Ling down right there, and then all the while he's dealing with himself at just above half health. He's got to get healed up. 19 Esports Jamie knocked by Dewey from first, and look who's showing up at the party. Four-man army pulling up on the backside of the hill, and Digital is taken down by Rage W, and that's not good. For a moment, we'll go over to Supreme. They're dealing with lots of people, actually. They're dealing with Daily Fan Club. They're being shot from behind by Genocide Ladies. They're dead center of zone, but it's not enough. Platinum Sheets is taking damage underrated as we speak. One member, Illusion, pulling right up to the party. I guess it's Illusion and his teammate pulling right up to the party. The whole squad's coming to join as they push on Underrated. Underrated really needs last group for a late heal. What about his teammate Broken? Broken with an AK mini combo, raiding in the push from the Fierce. And here we go. So Forsaken Gaming down to Assassin and Scrim. Assassin trying to get a third on Dog from Notorious distance. And it looks like he's successful. That is a nice thirst. Trying to get a third on Dog from Notorious distance. And it looks like he's successful. That is a nice thirst. All the while taking zone damage. He does have a decent number of meds, but he is being shot up something fierce right now, and he is not. He is the last remaining member of the man. And there's no shot of him getting that revive. Not a chance. Down to well below half health. As Pika approaches the inside. Yeah, shot there. Zone driving right by the remainders of Supreme Esport, or Team Supreme, pardon me. That is going to be really confusing. Now redirecting towards Hitman. Hitman has to go fight. Alrighty, everybody, welcome back. And so happy to have you here for round 3 of my very own RedEyes $400 Dead in September tournament qualifiers. We saw how the players did in Erangel. We saw how they did in the big open desert of Miramar. But let's take it down into a small condensed map. I'm talking about Sandhawk, the jungle. It's going to be a completely opposite playing field of our last match. Whereas Miramar was our largest map, this is our smallest. Technically, Levick and Karakin are smaller, but we don't deal with those in scrims, so this is the smallest map we've got, meaning that the odds of two teams landing next to each other is just automatically higher. But it's also the most condensed map that we have in the game, meaning that there's more natural cover to take, more grass to hide inside, and trees and boulders to hide behind, so you need to be alert for a higher than average number of snakes than usual. And the third and final thing I want to say about Sandhawk is the flight path really is fairly insignificant. The map is so small that you can get anywhere you want just by deploying your chute early enough. So with that being said, we see a flight path that really, it is what it is. Bleh. Alright, we got Hitman getting a very early jump, jumping up the coastal route towards the Hot Tin area. Their closest threat is going to be members of First. We got 4 OBM Man jumping alongside members of Underrated and Notorious. And Newborn Sins is in the mix there too somewhere. Looks like the Genocide Ladies are going to go for Pai Nan, and it looks like Just for Fun is going to take the compounds just outside of Pai Nan. They might be clashing shortly. Team Supreme and the Fierce are landing right here next to each other, and there's Culprit with an immediate takedown on Pika. Alright. Ryu with a QBZ really could get some claps here. His teammate Thirst is not... Things are not looking good for Thirst. They have returned the favor and taken out one of his teammates too. Oh, so for those of you guys who are just tuning in, this is round 3 of my tournament. Oh, let's kick out the music. I have to delete that last clip now because I forgot the music was playing. Alright, with eyes on Supreme... Team Supreme. Goodness, it's confusing. And Small Cam is on the Fierce, the opposite team. It's down to Cyber and Packy. Cyber luckily has himself a UMP with the extended though. And that's Packy putting some shots down with an AK-47. Culprit pulling a little sidewinder here. Taking some damage, brought down to about 2/3 health. He's gonna have to worry about Culprit. He's taken down kind of sandwiched there. Didn't have a lot of options there, leaving everything up to Cyber. Cyber's not in a good position, and he knows it. He takes a shot on the and does get a knock. He'll go for a quick thirst because he knows he's going to be taken out, but he's not taking. So, that leaves the Fierce down to Ryu and Culprit, but they do come out victorious. That leaves us with a surprising spread for it being a Sandhawk match. I guess we'll tune into Strangers. They're pretty darn close to Misfire. We'll get Misfire on the Small Cam. Alright, Zeeks from First going after Diverse X-Boy. And First is having trouble as well. Let's go get eyes on this fight. So it's down to Merds, Zeeks, and JT here. Yeah, they're kind of sandwiched in between Hitmen here, but looks like 4OM went after Dewey because Dewey spread out from the group. He's not likely to be revived. Where's our next confrontation going to come from? I think I know. Four-man army coming up pretty close on a member of 19E Girls. It's Miso. It's a potential altercation. Miso just trying to loot up. Has no idea that the four-man army could be coming for her. And it looks like they might not be. It looks like they're just going to be working their way around the compound. Let me get eyes on Botwiz from the 4OB Man group. Told you guys that the sound was going to be cutting out quite a bit. There's a good reason for it. Hey, Shredder. Oh, the four-man army is up in the mix here. Going after Just for Fun. They got 2 members knocked. And it looks like it's going to be curses for Zuko and Clown, potentially. Leaving everything up to Real Deal and Aza. Oh, I meant to go to Real Deal. We got a nade for him. Oh, did that hit? It did! He got him with... Oh, my goodness. He had to sacrifice Clown, but he got a monster nade off there. Oh boy. What? Now he's getting cocky. Alright, that leaves Aza here. He's quickly taken out. Ooh, the four-man army just wrecked Just for Fun. We're going to divert our attention momentarily to Underrated. They are pretty close to Hitman. Freak desperately trying to get healed up here. He does have a little bit of space, though. They are pretty close to 4 OB a man and Hitman. And, ooh, that's 2 takedowns on Rage members by the four-man army. They're just going off this game. Sandhawk seems to be their specialty. Supreme Esports pretty close to 19 E-Thuggy, but it doesn't seem that they're aware. We got Faker here from Underrated, closest up to Hitman, just in front of these compounds. He does have a 6X on an M4, but geez, the four-man army going after TRG now. I'm going to get eyes on them, but they are not taking breaks. They already have 6 kills on the board, but it's down to Predator and Diablo. And Hitman Spooky taking out Sizzle. So, four-man army getting a little bit of unwelcomed help, or I guess not unwelcomed, unexpected help from Hitman. Unintentional help, for sure. Doesn't look like Spooky's going to be able to get that thirst. I'm going back to 4 Angry Men. They're still pretty close to TRG straight execute. I'm going to keep switching around. What am I saying? Alright, Coops. Relatively close to the Genocide Ladies. And the Genocide Ladies looking like they're pushing closer and closer. They are. I'll get them on the small screen. And Coops, he hears them. He's got nades for him, too. Oh! What? Bird just wrecks Coops. That was a dirty nade. I switched off of him at the worst time, but dang, what a nade by Bird. And now he's taking retaliation shots. He's going to try his best to use this landscape for cover here. We got Pia here. Cooking up a nade for Freak. Amber and Snowy flanking around the side. Amber with the UMP M4 combo. Oh, Snowy, her teammate is down. She's going after him. And Amber with the takedown on Freak. Quickly thirsting. Uh-oh, she is knocked by the Molly herself. Leaving it up to Bird and Pia. P-I-A-A, I don't know. Bird's getting the revive on Snowy. Amber is thirsted. Oh, not thirsted. Still alive with a shred of health. Oh my goodness. Super lucky to be alive there. So Genocide Ladies come out victorious. We're going to divert attention over to Forsaken Gaming versus Newborn Sins, with eyes on Newborn Sins on the big screen, Forsaken on the small screen. Let me get on top of that before it becomes too much of an issue. My man Shredder's streaming. Thanks for the 50 bits, Great Dane. Alright. So Forsaken Gaming doing some work. Coming out victorious. Not victorious, getting some knocks, I guess. But Assassin is back up. I'm gonna go to first. We got Merge pushing right up onto Hitman, who's not in a good shape here. Oh, being third party here. By who, I don't know. But Merge is able to use terrain to his advantage, get over the hilltop and get some natural cover. Mushroom with the VSS going after 19E. Oh, JT was knocked right there and then, leaving Zeeks as the only remaining member for first, and he's a ways away from the team. It's not looking good for them. Speaking of not looking good, the Fierce is down a culprit as the Strangers just seem to wreck his team. That could be good. Money! That was so ridiculous. Oh, he almost got the knock on Mehedi as well, but not quite. He's cooking up another one, trying to get the thirst on Golden Boy. No luck. He does have him low on health. He heals up, and he's taken down again by Culprit. And that's that. Culprit put up a good fight, though. We're left with a little bit of a spread here, and as I said, that is to be expected on, well, the larger maps, but it happens on Sandhawk too, so. But it all applies the same way. A more passive early game always translates to a more action-packed and climactic mid or in-game, so it is worth the trade. Sorry about that, guys. Didn't know the map was still up. That's my bad. Mehedi, still with a full squad of Strangers, trying to get eyes, but we're going to go over to the 19E girls, which is at this point is down to Jamie and Luxeria. Luxeria putting the pressure onto the four-man army, but a ways away from her teammate. She is alone, and it's looking rough. One nade. Amber. Oh, Amber is knocked by Supreme Esports Flames. And Luxeria gets a nade on Mushroom. Let's go see about it. So it's up to Snowy, Pia, and Bird, and Snowy is down and quickly thirsted. Bird and Pia remain here. And sound is out. Really frustrating. I'm gonna have to get a PC and just stop dealing with this. So in a matter of seconds, Snowy and Amber were eliminated, leaving it up to Bird and Pia. Looks like Scarface is sitting out this match. Which is kind of surprising because he seems to be their heaviest hitter. Kush taking out, I guess he took out Cecil, I didn't see it, but yeah, it was Kush. Oh, eyes on Bird from Genocide. How does he even see him? What? How do you see him? You have clear eyes on him. How did you see Bird? Huh. It's okay, Culprit. Don't worry, buddy. So, Stranger is Golden Boy going after Rage W. And oh, that is a member of Genocide. Hot Wiz with a nice takedown. We'll get eyes on it. It's all up to Bird here. And they are dealing with Team 14, Notorious. Notorious and Ford Obia Man. Why don't you get the revive, Bird? Yeah, there you go. Go for it. It's a risky revive for sure. The longer you wait, yeah, it's probably done for. You gotta let him be. If you don't have the smokes. Yo, if he gets this revive off after all that, he's gonna do it. Wow. Who'd have thunk it? Bird just waiting botways. And here he comes. No eyes on him. Oh, he wrecks Bird right then and there. And that's it for the Genocide ladies. In Supreme really feeling the heat as they try to work their way into zone. Okay, aiming as a member of Hitman right behind them, and they don't seem to know. They're going to Luxuria from 19 E-Girls going after Vigil from Strangers. Lots of fights going off here. Not sure what the Hitman guy is doing. I'm betting he's just laying prone. So Strangers getting a thirst on what was left of 19 Esports, or 19 E-Girls, which was just Luxuria. Alright. Back with Hitman fire, and that's a quick takeout. All the while, Strangers putting pressure on everybody. We got Mahedi trying his best to get some last-minute boost in before he pushes his way into zone. We're going to divert our attention to Light and Brayan of Newborn Sins. They are finding themselves uncomfortably close to Notorious, which definitely outnumbers them. Who definitely outnumbers them. And that is it with Brayan. Alright, Mahedi trying to work his way up to get the finishes on 4 Obia Man. Aiming close by and decides to go prone. I think that's probably the right move. The team already has 6 kills. It's not like they're struggling for kills. What you need now is replacement points. last hope here for Strangers. Supreme Esports, Notorious, Forsaken Gaming, and Strangers in a 3v2v2v1 to end round 3. Clapping cheeks going after my head. Volt X, we have eyes on the small screen on the guy who's shooting at him. Oh man. I don't think Volt X even saw him because he's prone. And he's got to move in now. He doesn't have time. No, don't stay in the dead zone and just take the damage. I hate that. I hate that. I don't want to give that screen time. We got Clapping Cheeks, the last remaining member for Supreme Esports. And he has got to worry about Volt X up in the hilltop if he decides to shoot at him. But if he does, that's it for Volt X. He's going to die to the play zone. And Clapping Cheeks does get the luck of the new zone in his favor. He does not need to move but 3 meters. Volt X somehow still alive. Oh, and he's spotted by Volt X, who worked his way into zone and got him. Dang. All right, that leaves us with a 1v1. It's Heartless versus Volt X, and Volt has 7 kills. Goodness, we got both players' perspectives here. And that is a match. Goodness gracious. So, Notorious able to secure round 3. That is game over. Oops, sorry about that. Shouldn't be moved around. But, anyways, let me double check on that. Yep, now it's centered. Alright, we got Notorious grabbing first place with 12 kills. Very nicely done. Second is going to go to Strangers with 9 kills. 7 of those 9 came from Volt X alone. We got Supreme Esports grabbing third with 2 kills. Fourth to Forsaken Gaming with 11 kills. 4 Obey a Man in 5th with 6 kills. We got the Newborn Sins in 6th with 4. 7th belongs to Hitman Gaming, but with a big fat onion in terms of kills. The 19 E-Girls are going to grab 8th place with 5 kills. Genocide Ladies in 9th place this time with 2 kills, 1 from Bird, 1 from Amber. We got Misfire coming in 10th with 0. Rage Esports in 11th with 0. 12th is going to go to Team First, and they got it with 2 kills from Zeeks. Underrated, having a rough night tonight, 13th place with 0 kills. TRG Straight Execute in 14th place with 2 kills. 15th is going to go to the 4-Man Army with 8 kills. 16th to the Fierce with 4. 17th belongs to the Simple with 0. Just for Fun going to claim 18th but with 0. Team Supreme in 19th with 2. And lastly, oh, it is Team Supreme, that's right, because the Daily Fan Club decided not to show up for round 3, so they are banned from Dead in October. Dun dun dun. But anyways, guys, congratulations to Notorious.
Flawless victory.
We're going to be back in about 10 to 12 minutes with our 4th and our final round of the night. These are my very own RedEyes $400 Dead in September tournament qualifiers for Group D, sponsored by Wildcard Gaming. We'll be back soon. There's a Supreme Esport, or Team Supreme, pardon me. Golden Boy scoping in. M16, putting his shots down, not getting really any connecting hits. Oh, it looks like someone from Hitman has hung back. It's Viper. And Viper's just wrecked right there and then by 4-Man Army. I'm not sure what the Hitman guy is doing. I'm betting he's just laying prone. So Strangers getting a first on what was left of 19 Esports, or 19 Esports, which is just left. Alright. Back with fire, and that's a quick takeout. Grass, like a sneaky little snake. We got Luxuria, Miso, Buggy, and Jamie. Biding their time. I love Luxuria. quick revive if possible. Fish needs to work on Blade, his teammate, rather than pushing, but we'll see what he does. And I think they are going to trade revives here. And look, Storm comes up in the back, hitting Snowy and Scarface. That's going to be a quick elimination on the Genocide. So Precision Gaming down to Assassin and Scrim. Assassin trying to get a thirst on Dogs and Notorious. And it looks like he's successful. That is a nice thirst. Waiting game for just a brief moment. We got eyes on Supreme Esports, Pika in particular. Just in case he's, yep, he does see Notorious, or Notorious saw him, as they take him right down. Alright, just for fun, might run into the Genocide ladies. And oh no, Snowy is not too quickly thirsty, leaving everything up to Scarface, Amber, and Bird. Amber's taking some serious bullets and quickly knocked out of it. Yeah. And Team Supreme, in a matter of moments, reduced to half their original group here. And Smokey is still up and about. I want to get eyes on his perspective. Looks like both teams have been reduced to half numbers here. That's a nice takedown on Smokey right there. Really feeling the heat as they try to work their way in the zone. Gaming has a number of hitmen right behind them. They don't seem to know. They're going not getting a single connecting hit there, unfortunately for him. Hey, and that is his teammate Lucky down. Amber is knocked by Supreme Esports Flames. And Luxeria gets a nade on Mushroom. Let's go see about it. So it's up to Snowy, Pia, and Bird, and Snowy is down and quickly pushes his way into the zone. We're going to divert our attention to Light and Bray and Reborn Sins. They are finding themselves uncomfortably close to Notorious, which definitely outnumbers them. And that's Bray. It's taken down by Ray W. Golden Boy and Mahedi now. Golden Boy putting his shot down. He is down right there and then. That means Mahedi is the last remaining member as he gets thirst on Rams. Another takedown on Little Link. And Genocide is going to try to get out of there, maybe. I don't think it's going to be very likely. Pickford taken down really quickly. That's Snow getting thirst. We'll get eyes on Just for Fun versus 4 OB a Man. Small screen on Just for Fun. Nice takedown by Mafia on Golden Boy. No luck. He does have him low on health. Heals up. That's what he's taking that in by Colton. Goodness, guys, we have 32 people for this tiny little zone. 4 OBM man, pretty darn close to members of, or pardon me, Team Supreme. Down right there, and that's not good. For a moment, we'll go over to Supreme. Lots of people, actually. They're dealing with daily fans. They're being shot from behind by Genocide ladies. They're dead center of zone, but it's not enough. Clapper Cheeks is taken down. A golden man. Bot is taking a lot of shots. U-turn, no. Just turn. thirsted. It's down to Golden Boy and Mahedi now. Golden Boy putting his shots down. He is down right there. Luxuria's looking pretty low on health as well. She's going to need to heal and fast. Luckily, her teammate Buggy was able to take out Abel, who was their closest push. Clown coming up from the southern side, and Zuko from the hilltop. I love how Luxuria and Vinny were using the landscape to their advantage, but it's not enough. Luxuria putting the pressure onto the four-man army, but a ways away from her teammates. She is alone, and it's looking rough. One nade. Amber is knocked by Supreme Esports Flames. And Luxuria gets a nade on Mushroom. Vigil clinging to these smokes for dear life. He's got some nades thrown at him. Oh, Furious down to about half health. However, Vigil is brought down to about 5% health here, and that is it for him. Unless he gets this first aid off in time, it's not going to happen. Close range. I hear what's happening with the sound, guys. I'll fix it in just a minute after the fight. If it becomes a persistent problem, which it probably will. Stuff to the side. Scarface really quick, able to capitalize with a knock on Blade. That's Fury God taking the brunt of that damage, but he is going to be able to heal up. I don't think Hitman's going to be able to get into this new zone. And Fury God is taken down by Ronnie with the M4. That leaves it up. It's not lucky. Dang. And ooh, Ronnie's down by Dark. And as the last member of Simple, he has really got to get himself in the zone. It's not going to be easy as members of Forsaken are just directly on top of him. And they're pushing. He's going to have to squad wipe. That's not going to happen. And a little confusing, understandably. So, this is Team Supreme, which is Packy, Charles, Cyber, and Pika. You see they're kind of split up into groups of two, and they're driving through. Great knock by Pika. He's gonna do it. Wow. Who debunked it? We're just waiting. And here he comes. No eyes on him. Oh, he wrecks Bird right then and there. And that's it for the Genocide Ladies. There's a Supreme Esport, or Team Supreme, pardon me. That is going to be really confusing. Now redirecting towards Hitman. Hitman has a little fight of his own, dealing with Supreme Esports Slime. And ooh, that is a finish on him. Look at that little Lingling down right there, and then taking out Clown. Switching quickly over to the M762 barrel to try to get shots on. Oh, never mind. You got your teammate just for fun. You got bot with. Mafia going after the deal here, actually. That's a good takedown on him. Members are underrated as we speak. With one member, Illusion, pulling right up to the party. I guess it's Illusion and his teammate pulling right up to the party. The whole squad's coming to join as they push on Underrated. Underrated really needs last. And that is a match. Goodness gracious. So, driving right by the remainders of Supreme Esport, or Team Supreme, pardon me. That is going to be really confusing. Now redirecting towards Hitman. Hitman has a big fight dealing with Supreme Esports Slime, and ooh, that is a finish on him in the zone. Ronnie going after Dark. Ronnie's really having quite a game. Maybe something not lucky. And here comes Cholo pushing down through the smoke. Oh, taking down right there. And he's here. Enough talking about driving up there. He's here. Oh, he took a lot of damage there. Spooky is brought down to almost nothing. Spooky gets him with both of them with no health. It's okay, Culprit. Don't worry, buddy. So Stranger's Golden Boy not looking good. The Fierce is down a culprit as the Strangers just seem to wreck his team. That could be good. Money! And for a late heal, what about his teammate Broken? Broken with an AK mini combo, waiting the push from the Fierce. Here we go. The last remaining member for the man. And there's no shot of him getting that revive. Not a chance. Down to well below half health. As Pikefish approaches the inside. Shot there. And it looks like it's going to be first for Zuko and Clown potentially. Leaving everything up to Real Deal. And Aza. Oh, I meant to go to Real Deal. We got a nade for him. Oh, did that hit? It did! It got him with, oh my good zone damage. He does have a decent number of meds, but he is being shot up something fierce right now, and he is knocked. Probably going to be revived by Scrim, most likely, unless Supreme Esports uses this opportunity. Oh, it's a takedown. Squad wipe back to play zone. And Clap Cheeks does get the luck of the new zone in his favor. He does not need to move but 3 meters. Voltex somehow still alive. Oh, and he's spotted by Voltex, who worked his way into zone and got him. Nice knock on Not Lucky by Ronnie. Alright, well with 2 members of TRG not Alrighty everybody, what up, what up, what up? Welcome back to our 4th and our final round of my very own RedEyes $400 Dead in September tournament qualifiers for Group D. We are going to be ending the night the exact same way that we began, which is going to be with an Erangel. Everything that needs to be said about Erangel, we already got out of the way in round 1, so I'm just going to save the spiel and we'll focus on the flight path. Alright, it's a pretty 50-50 flight path. It's not great and it's not terrible. It is going to exclude places like Severny, Kameshki, and Zarki, but I don't really think that's going to affect too many people's plans. My prediction for hotspots, military base, Primhorst, and Novo. Got a lot of early jumpers here. Got TRG straight execute heading southbound alongside 4 Obia Man. We got Newborn Sins in front of them heading southbound. Looks like Misfire is heading southbound towards the quarry alongside the Fierce. Let's start off with that. Okay, the Genocide Ladies jumping to Pochinki, and they're not alone. They're going to be there with the 19 E-Girls. Actually, that might be better to tune into right off the bat. Yeah, these guys, Misfire's heading all over the place. Alright, DJ, cut the beat. Okay, so we got Scarface with an Uzi Bison combo, finding himself entirely reliant upon the 9mm for the moment. We got Pia with nothing. Snowy with a shotgun M16. And Amber with a AK-47. Very lucky to have that. We'll get eyes on the 19 E-Girls as well. See, Jamie with a UMP Uzi combo. That UMP is super deadly these days. Oh, wow. Amber just found herself an M249. That's a squad wiper right there. This could spell trouble for 19 e-girls. And not only that, but it looks like Rage has also shown up. They're Rage GG. I've been calling them Rage Esports, but it's Rage GG. They're showing up to Pachinki as well. And that could end up sandwiching the 19 e-girls. We got Scarface right up here with the 19 e-girls. Still entirely reliant on 9mm. With Uzi intact, he's going to try to fall back a little bit. And my sound is going to cut out any second. Let's go to Rage GG. Yeah, I'm going to unplug and replug, get on top of it. Little Ling Ling with a Tommy Gun M4 combo. Super lucky to have that this early. And it looks like the Genocide ladies are going to fall back a little bit, and that's probably for the best. Because, you know, if they win this match, then they are in the running to place in the top 3. They got 4th, 9th, and whatever they do this time. Looks like Newborn Sins is also having at it. Let's get eyes. Yep, they're up against the Fierce. And we'll keep the 19 Esports Rage GG fight going on the small screen. Jers is pretty close to a member of the Fierce, but he has himself a UMP already. But that's it. No extended mag on it either. Are we missing out on anything? Yeah, potentially. Let's go back to Rage GG. Little Ling Ling is right on top of members of 19 e-girls. We see Jamie on top of the roof on the small screen. All right, Little Ling Ling just biding time here. We got Chapo. Oh. Okay, that leaves it up to Ling Ling and Rage W. I'm gonna just take this brief moment. Oh wait, oh Rage W's knocked, leaving it up to Ling Ling here. Nice by Ling Ling. Not quite able to secure it. Probably not worth jumping down there for though. And here we go. What a finish by Thuggy. Not bad. Alright, so 19 e-girls are gonna come out victorious. What is our next closest confrontation? It would probably be the Genocide Girls versus Team Supreme, or TRG Straight Execute and 4 Obi a Man, or 4 Obi a Man and Misfire. Nope, it's none of the above. It's the Fierce still here in the mix with Newborn Sins. We get Newborn Sins on the small screen. Looks like they've been able to take out Ryu and get a knock on Luffy, who's able to be revived, but Ryu K is knocked as well and then quickly thirsted, leaving the Fierce down to Luffy and Culprit. Luffy just able to get a heal off. Culprit with the Uzi UMP combo. Dodging nades left and right. So now the numbers are in favor of Newborn Sins. Main man Snow came into the Trovo. Welcome. Alright, Culprit, UMP, taking a little bit of damage, brought down to about 3/4 of his health, but he is taking quite a little bit of attention here. Those nades are coming his way. Ooh, Genocide Lady Snowy going after Supreme. Oh, they're exchanging knocks. Let's get eyes. Well, yeah, let's get eyes. Just a sec. Oh, I think he got a knock. Oh, Amber's down. Oh, no. It's Amber and Snowy have, or pardon me, Amber and Pia have been eliminated. Snowy's knocked. It's all up to Scarface and Scarface alone. And he is naded out by Dark with a phenomenal nade. That is brutal. Alright, we're going to switch our attention over to Underrated, who unfortunately probably didn't read the rules. You are allowed to compete as a two-person team, but you will not be scored unless you have at least 3 players. So, with that being said, this last round, them participating in it is not a waste of time, because if they didn't, they would have been banned from Dead in October. So they saved themselves from that. Oh, 19 E-Girls up against the Forsaken Gaming crew. We'll get eyes on Forsaken Gaming on the small screen, 19E on the big screen. Looks like Forsaken is going to be falling away. Alright. Strangers having at it with, I think that's Hitman. It is Hitman. We'll get Hitman on the small screen. Vigil is closest, for sure. We got nades coming from Viper. Viper's going down by Bolt. Vigil uses this opportunity to push. They got 2 members of Hitman down. And I think those are the only 2 that are there. No, I was wrong. They still have Cosmic close by, and he's going to try his best to get away on a 3-wheel or a 3-wheel buggy. Vigil firing at Faker, his teammate. I don't know why. Why is he throwing nades at his... no, it's a nade. What is he doing? I understand that I'm so stupid. I'm so stupid. I thought he wanted to use the same... Wow. If I only had a brain. Alright, we'll switch over to Coots. And he is dead before Vigil can even get there. Alright. 4-man army, not far off from members of First. They're just south of them. Oh, Pain from Forsaken Gaming, looking like he might run into Packy from Team Supreme. However, they're all in vehicles, so maybe not. Driving right through members of Team Supreme. Not right through, but you get it. Uh-oh. Turn has someone right on him. It's Packy. Packy's going to get in the vehicle and try to fall away, though, rather than stand off against him. We're going to go back to Hitman Cosmic, who's the last remaining member of his team, trying desperately to get away, but taking fire from members of TRG Straight Execute. And look at him, he's heading at 2 miles an hour and still refusing to get out of the vehicle. What are you doing, bro? I'm sorry, but this is a little funny. I'm not really sure what his plan is, but it's not a good plan. Cosmic is rightfully taking all that damage. Look at the distance shot by Dewey. I'm gonna clip that just for my montage. Alright. Back to Forsaken Gaming. They are up against members of Team Supreme. And it looks like they got Team Supreme fairly surrounded. And the numbers are in advantage of Forsaken Gaming. They've got one more member. It's a 4v3. Team 8 and 16. The snow. Oh man. Scrim has members of 19 E-Girls driving right by him. But we are going to go to Team 8 here, which is Strangers, dealing with members of Just for Fun. They got Mahedi Knock, their teammate, leaving it up to Vigil, Volt X, and Golden Boy. Golden Boy gonna try to save the revive here before the push from Just for Fun. We're gonna get eyes on Clown here. My boy Clown. I said Clown. There we go. He's rocking himself an M4 Uzi combo. The team itself has 0 kills so far, so you can bet Clown is looking to put some numbers on the board. Anywho. Alright, we got Clown just biding his time. Not really rushing it, and he's gonna have to play this pretty close to home. Kind of wait for them to put themselves out in the open and make themselves vulnerable. Hopefully they don't do it all at once. And nice takedown on Volt, and Golden Boy gets him. Of course now the sound's gonna pop out. I'll fix it in just a minute, guys. Real Deal and Zuko are all that remains here. And Zuko's got a plan. It is not a successful plan. All the while, 19 E-Girls are going after members of First elsewhere. Let's get eyes on that. And I'm sorry for leaving the map up on the other screen. My bad. First is down to just Dewey at this point. Dewey has made for him, as you can see on the small screen. Real Deal is able to get Vigil. This could be their chance to get out of there. Maybe not though, because Vigil was furthest away. So all other 3 members of Strangers are still right here. Dewey taking out Thuggy and quickly thirsting. 19 E-Girls now reduced to 3 members. Alright. Sorry guys, I got a little distracted there for just a moment. Alright. Miso and Jamie are the only two remaining members for 19 Girls, and they do have to worry about first right on them. Other than that, I'm not sure what to tune into. Oh, look who's pushing up. It's Notorious. The winners of the last round. And there's a preemptive nade from Miso and gets both of them. Miso has got to push on this now. Luckily, Jake was able to get those thirsts. Miso does push. I think almost the squad wiped. One more left. If Miso gets this, it's a squad wipe. And it makes the team's 9th kill. What are you doing in there? Go get that finish. I do not have a great smile, so now I'm super self-conscious about my smile. As she very well knows. Alright. I think what I'm going to do is tune into Team Supreme for just a moment. Are they going to go after members of strangers as they drive by? I don't think so. Alright, we'll dip back to the 19 Negroes. Is there any other fight? Kind of. 4-man army is pretty close to Newborn Sins. Diablo being a little belly bandit here. Alright, we're going to switch back to 19E and get... Actually, we'll give the screen time to Dewey, who is the only remaining member of First. We'll put 19E Girls on the small screen. Alright, well that's not fun to watch anymore. We're going to go over to Supreme Esports. They're pretty darn close to 4OB a man. Y'all have some interesting team names, I gotta be honest. Like, I get the OB a man, but why the number 4 in front of it? Like, and then there's TRG Straight Execute. That's a 5-syllable team name. That's like 3 syllables too many. Alright, we're down to just a couple teams here. For those of you guys who are just now tuning in, this is the 4th and final round of my scrims. And while we have this brief moment, I'm going to go put in some very shitty graphic design to show you guys the format. We have 20 teams trying to qualify. Of the 20, only 3 will advance. 4 rounds of qualifiers, meaning 12 teams will actually qualify, plus 8 invited Tier 1 teams, for a total of 20 at the finals. Oop. And I'll put that back. They'll be competing for the $400 prize, all that good stuff. I am just looking for reasons to press buttons on my Stream Deck. And, yeah. Alright, we got a lot of belly bandits out right now. Everyone's just trying to let these numbers dwindle down and so they can secure some better placement points before they put themselves in a vulnerable altercation. Oh, 19E Miso going after Team Simple. Leaving it up to Ronnie and Flakes. Blake's getting Jamie before we could render in. And that's a finish on the 19E Girls. Simple comes out victorious. Switching over to 4OB a man. I'm trying. We got Mafia pushing forward. And And they're going to pull a coastal flank, and I think that's a pretty good idea for them right now. They could flank all the way around farm and find themselves pretty secured with a lot of space around them. Yeah. Newborn Sins right underneath the four-man army, but four-man army is working their way into zone, so I don't think it's going to be anything. We got teams... We have Team Supreme and Supreme Esports, two different teams. This is Supreme Esports, I think. Alright, so we got eyes on Supreme Esports as they're awfully close to the strangers. And I left the map up on the small screen, my bad. Seems to be a habit for me. Alright, 4 OBM man, pretty close by Forsaken Gaming, but nothing happening there with that just yet. Flame's gonna try to dip out here, but he's driving right over the bridge, getting a lot of fire. And he's dead. And boom goes the dynamite. Leaving everything up to Slime and Alone. Okay. Predator pretty darn close to Newborn Sins. He's just waiting for them to make their push. And I think they're probably going to if he makes a shot at them. But I've been wrong before, and I'll very likely be wrong right now. Balone is his own worst enemy as he takes himself out. And they're only a two-person team, so that's going to put his teammate in a very vulnerable position with no defense as he tries to get him up. We got Misfire pretty close by Simple, and the second that... Oh, never mind. They are going to start firing. But as that's taken a minute, I might switch over. Yeah. Slime, the last remaining member for Supreme Esports, surrounded by strangers. And taking shots from behind by the four-man army. That sucks. Alright, well Slime really needs to heal up, but I'm not going to stick around for that, because he's going to have to play it pretty passively until they push up to him. But we got Forsaken Gaming moving down to Scrim and Pain, and here we go, Scrim, Cyber's not, he knew exactly where Scrim was, and knew to look, and here we go. Charles on the other side, Scrim trying to defend himself with that AK. Hey, Packy for Supreme Esports going off for this third kill or fourth knock. I'm not sure which. I think third kill. And he's going to work his way around it. Pigford drives right up to trouble. I don't think he knows what he just got himself into. got himself a barrel, M762, and he's quickly down. Using everything up to Fish, who is going to just drive on by, going to try to rotate into zone, but where he's rotating, he's going to run right into Forsaken Gaming and Supreme, and he's just wrecked. Alright. Speaking of Forsaken Gaming, we got Scrim right here, still in the mix with Team Supreme. Diablo taken out. Decent gonna try to get a revive as he chills in the shack. Why am I tuning the other side of that? Let's get eyes on Slime here. Acting as a solo. Lots of people are down here. So with the 4 angry men getting Diablo up, it's kind of a cluster fight here. Scram, I'm going to try to get some smoke down so he can find a way to get out of here. His odds are not good up against a full squad of Team Supreme members, or at least 3 members of Team Supreme. And 9 a.m. Ronnie going off, getting his first knock or second, or first thirst or second knock of the game. And here he goes again before being down. Everything up. Never mind. Never mind. From there, completely taken out. Guys, we are seeing it all go down all at once. Volt is eliminated. Goodness, in a matter of seconds, we were reduced from like 8 teams or 9 teams to 4. We're down to Team Supreme, 4 Obia Man, Strangers, and Newborn Sins in a 2v2 1v1 to end our 4th and final round. And just like that, Volt is on his own. Or I guess now, just like that, Sizzles is on his own. His teammate Kush is knocked, but he does have the smoke cover on him to potentially get revived, but that's a big no as Volt X comes in for a quick thirst. Sizzle looking in big trouble here and quickly just wrecked by Volt. Volt securing 2 extra kills right then and there. The team has 17 kills so far, and he's still getting those placement points. With 3 teams remaining, it's a 2v1v1 in favor of Team Supreme. But let's not rule Volt out with as many kills as he does have. We'll get eyes on Team Supreme Packy on the small screen. And Volt is eliminated by Charles. Alright, it's all unbroken. It's a 1v2, Newborn Sins versus Team Supreme. Rotation, buddy. He's gonna try to run over him. Planet. He got one knock on Charles, but Charles was just playing meat shield, and that was Supreme's opportunity, and they capitalized on it. Team Supreme taking first place with 8 kills between 2 players. 5 of those kills came from Packy alone. Great performance. We got the Newborn Sins securing second place with 9 kills. 7 of those 9 came from Brian alone. Strangers in third, but wow. 17 kills on the board for them. Goodness, almost half of those kills belong to Golden Boy. 4 Obia Man in fourth with 2 kills from Kush. Supreme Esports in fifth with 1 kill from Slime. The 4-man army in sixth with 0. Team Simple is going to grab 7th with 6 kills. 8th is going to go to Forsaken Gaming, and they're going to take that with 3. 9th to Misfire with 0. 19 E-Girls in 10th with 9 kills. Pretty good. First in 11th again. That's their second time getting 11th place. This time with 4 kills from Dewey. 12th is going to go to Notorious. They didn't fare as well as they did in round 3. Getting 12th place this time with 1 kill from Heartless. Just for Fun in 13th with 0. TRG Straight Execute in 14th with 5. Hitman in 15th with 0. 16th is going to go to Underrated with 0 kills between 2 players. The Genocide Ladies in 17th with 1 kill from Pia. The Fierce in 18th with 0. And 19th is going to go to Chapo, W, and Ling Ling from Rage. Let me just double check on something. No, I got all the screenshots, I think. Whatever. I got another iPad with the scores up. So, anyways, guys, I just want to say thank you so much for those of you who tuned in to show support to me and to the teams participating. I put a ton of work into organizing this event. My staff bust their ass as well, so it means a lot when people show up and appreciate the content. With that being said, 1 week from today, we will be back with the finals, which is going to have 8 invited Tier 1 teams. I will go through the list. I usually don't announce them until the end, but this is pretty much the end. So, competing in Dead in September, we have Lazarus, Exet, The Knights, Musexis, Passion Fruit, The Panthers, B-Town, and 19 Esports. So it's going to be popping. With that being said, I got a special surprise, guys. Starting tomorrow, I am the official caster for this week's Trovo Invitational. I'll be casting Monday through Friday alongside Misfire Pickford. You'll be able to tune in on this channel here on Trovo. Anyways, it's going to be absolutely popping, and they usually average around between 200 and 300 viewers, so you can expect a lot of fun and a lot of action. Anyways, guys, I don't want to waste too much more of your time. I think with that being said, I'm going to let y'all go. In the meantime, I hope you all have a great night, have fun, be safe, and be kind to one another. Thanks again.